Hello everyone, my name is Beansprout, and today I'm going to be talking about a issue that I found with the Doom community recently, and just throughout Doom Eternal's entire lifespan. And that is the issue of console players saying that they can't do certain tech PC players can, which is something that I have never understood, because me being a person who has originally come from playing Doom on console, don't understand this. And now, yes, I play on PC now, but back then I could do all these techniques like quick switching and meat hooking and stuff like that. And as you can see in the background of this gameplay, I am playing perfectly fine with the controller plugged into my PC. I am doing just fine. And I'm sick of people saying that PC players have the advantage over console players, which yes, we kind of do because we don't have to use the weapon wheel and we can move faster. But there's plenty of examples of great console slayers, such as Cynic the Original, Buckio, Guns' Warrior, and plenty more. And there's even a frequent commenter on my channel, called Karen Took, who finished Ultra Nightmare on the Nintendo Switch. Which, yeah, the Switch is only 30 frames per second, which makes it that bit easier, but it was on Nintendo Switch, which is pretty difficult to my understanding. I've not played Doom Eternal on Switch, so I wouldn't know, but from what I've heard, it's pretty difficult. There's also a lot of techniques like ballista boosting and quick switching that I see a lot of people saying they can't do because of their controller. Quick switching is pretty easy. It's one of the most simple things you can do in Doom Eternal. What I recommend doing for quick switching is memorizing where each weapon is on the weapon wheel. That's what I used to do when I played on Xbox, and I did great when I did that. If you memorize where it is, you can pull off pretty good combos, you know? And ballista boosting is something that I'm not going to comment on, because, well, I suck at it on console. I can do it on PC, but I cannot. For those of you who want to try and learn it on console, Buckio made a guide on console ballista boosting, which you should 100% go and watch if you want to go and get better at that. And like I said before, I used to play Doom Eternal on an Xbox, and I used to play the game on Nightmare when I played on Xbox. But now, since I switched to PC, I've only been playing on Ultra Violence because I feel like I've gotten that bit worse since the Switch. And another thing I do want to say, if you feel that you can't see enough or you can't scan your environment enough, just go into the settings and turn your FOV up. Now, PC it goes up to 120, but on console it only goes up to 110, and there is a reason for this. The reason is that it doesn't load too much onto the screen at once because, well, the hardware, it just isn't quite good enough, especially for a really just stunning looking game like Doom Eternal. But I would recommend turning your FOV all the way up. And now, the thing that really just influenced me to make this video was a comment that I got on my Hugo Fails to Get Good video, where the person was basically trying to tell me that Doom Eternal is harder on console, and since I last played on console, they made some changes. And now, yes, there's a lot of bugs in Doom Eternal, but that happened for PC players as well. And I don't think they've just went and buffed every enemy in the game. The only enemy that, to my knowledge at least, that's had a buff is the Marauder, and that was a very long time ago. But all in all, what I'm trying to tell you is that there should not be any clear-cut line between PC and console players, because, well, you can do just what the PC players can do, just sometimes a little slower. And for the whole turning around slower argument, just turn your sensitivity up, if you can handle the sensitivity being really high. Me, for one, don't play with the sensitivity really high when playing first-person shooters on a controller. I just don't like it. It just feels uncomfortable. But I do hope this video inspired someone out there who plays on console to try and learn some of these techniques if they've been struggling with the game, and try and just try their hardest to learn it. Because I really do want people to understand that console players can do what PC players can do. And just thinking that they can is already making them worse at it, because, well, they've just thought that they can, so they don't try it, which is something you definitely need to do. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, then give it a like. It really helps me out with the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, and if we can get it out there to more people who are struggling with console Doom Eternal, maybe this video could help them. And my suggestions that I gave out, like Buckio and Cynic the Original, I feel are good suggestions because they've made console slayer guides. And for console players who are struggling with the game, it's a great place to go. But if you really enjoyed the video, then consider subscribing. I don't really make videos about console Doom Eternal, it's just not my cup of tea. But if you just generally like Doom content, then I'd recommend subscribing. I generally just upload whatever I want, or whatever comes to my mind that I feel would be entertaining for you guys, or even helpful to you guys, I'm not sure. And if you haven't already, then consider joining my Discord. It's a great place to come and chat to other Doom fans and people who just like video games. But with that said, thank you for watching, have a nice day.